Hey guys, it is tea time! I sent out a photo on Instagram where I asked you guys to send me any questions that you have and I'm going to answer them today. I love doing these tea time Q&A type of videos. I love just sitting down and talking to you guys. I'm having minty Morocco tea, by the way, in case you're wondering. Let me know what you are having in the comments below. Alright, Lady the Gentleman asks, how do you deal with the urge of procrastination? Oh my god. Procrastination. I've never had a problem with that word. Okay. You seem to be really productive and really motivated in your videos. I'm actually a pretty bad procrastinator. I procrastinate all the time. But the thing that I do is I procrastinate by doing something else, and I usually try to do something productive. So I often tend to clean instead of working. My job is something that I absolutely love doing and I don't really feel a need to procrastinate, but I do procrastinate on, you know, administration and stuff like that. Yeah, setting deadlines for myself really helps me to kind of deal with that and minimize it. Cordelia SBS asks, do you imagine anyone when you're talking to the camera? Yes, oddly enough, I imagine an audience of about 4 or 5 people. This may sound really odd, they're anonymous people, but I do definitely feel like I'm talking to you guys when I'm filming my videos. Makes it a lot less awkward as well. Kamiko asks, what is your favorite food? My favorite food is legumes. I love all types of legumes. My absolute favorite are lentils and chickpeas. I love chickpeas as well, but lentils are my ultimate favorite food. How long have you been a vegetarian? Not very long. Pescatarian. I do still eat fish every now and then. I think maybe a year now that I've been like fully vegetarian or pescatarian. And I believe I stopped eating pork about 2 years before that, so yeah. Would you rather live by the beach, mountains or desert? Definitely mountains. I am a forest creature. I have this longing for woods and mountains all the time. You can take me there whenever. I will go. I love, love, love mountains and forests, and yeah. That's definitely my thing. Okay, Strassenkreuter Blonde asks, which ones are your favorite and least favorite colors to wear in clothes? Schöne Grüße aus Österreich. Grüße zurück. My favorite colors to wear are black and pink. Obviously, if you follow my blog, I do outfit posts regularly and they're usually black or pink or black and pink. And my favorite is that kind of muted blush pink. That's kind of almost beige. Yeah, and I like kind of light baby pinks like this. Least favorite colors? I don't really like wearing bright colors at all. Not even in summer, to be honest. So yeah, I just don't feel comfortable in like very bright yellows or bright blue, bright green. No, I just don't really like wearing very bright colors. Gigi Wellness 28 asks, after you've moved out, have you ever experienced financial shortage? If yes, how did you solve the situation? Did you go back to your parents or did you go to the bank? I think it's a good thing to try and live debt-free for as much as possible. I was lucky that when I moved out, it was a period where my YouTube was doing really well and I saved a lot of money in that period, and then YouTube changed the algorithm and things just kind of went downhill for me. Yeah, then luckily I had my student support, the governmental student support to fall back on, and after that stopped, I just kind of lived off my savings for a little while, and then I got extra jobs beside YouTube, and that is kind of what I'm still doing. Trying to do the odd job here and there, dipping into my savings every now and then. Gwen Duck asks, could you do a video where you shortly speak in Slovak? I would really like to hear you. Môžem samozrejme hovoriť po slovensky, niečo povedať po slovensky. Ja vlastne vôbec netuším, koľko Slovákov pozerá moje videá, takže prosím, ak ste zo Slovenska, nechajte mi komentár, alebo ak sa tomu hovorí po slovensky. No proste napíšte mi, že ste zo Slovenska, to by ma veľmi potešilo. 80 asks, can you make a video about financial tips? What is your secret at saving money? Oh, the money questions again. I don't mind these at all, by the way. I know that money is kind of a taboo for many people to talk about, but I mean, I don't really get why. Money tips, well, I'm in a very odd financial situation where I kind of voluntarily have very little. I have absolutely no room for saving at the moment, so I'm afraid I can't offer any tips on that for now. And yeah, I don't think I'm in a position right now to offer financial advice, although I would say if you have the opportunity, save as much as you can. Just save it. You never know what's gonna happen, and then it might really save your butt later on. Roxy asks, hi Lucy, hi from Romania, hi! What YouTubers do you watch and how do you deal when you lack the inspiration for a video? I watch quite a few YouTubers. Actually, when you go to my channel, you can see who I'm subscribed to, but my favorites are definitely the Michelags. I love their vlogs, they make me cry pretty much every single week. I've been watching a lot of Dutch YouTubers lately on my Dutch channel. I subscribe to a bunch of Dutch YouTubers, so I've been really enjoying watching that and getting some inspiration for my Dutch videos as well. As far as inspiration goes, when I lack inspiration for videos or blog posts, I usually just go on Pinterest and just scroll through all the different categories, and then my mind will come up with something completely unrelated, usually, that I can make into a video or a blog post. KR_GR asks, hi, which of your beauty beacons would you invite to dinner if you could, and what would you ask them? Pozdrav z České republiky, moc se mi líbí tvůj vlog. Geek. I would invite, you know what I would really like? To have this massive feast with just everybody. That would be the coolest thing ever. Probably also really strange because some of them would get really scared. I've mentioned before that I would love to have dinner with Madame de Pompadour, so I'm gonna stick with that one and just talk about life, about their life. I mean, ask loads of questions about them. The Killer of the Moon says, hi Lucy, I just wanted to tell you how much I love your videos and how you are a role model and inspiration for me. Thank you so much. I love you. I just wanted to know, how do you manage to have a good relationship with your friends? Love from Mexico. Love from the Netherlands. I am actually really bad at maintaining friendships. I will admit, I don't think I'm a bad friend, at least I hope I'm not a bad friend, but I am really bad at actively seeking contact. I am always very happy and excited to receive messages from my friends, and then I'll always reply and, you know, get into a conversation and everything. When we're not meeting face to face, I am really bad at staying in touch, sending messages and everything. So I really need, when I see my friends face to face, I need to make a new appointment. Wow, that sounds so harsh. I need to schedule another meeting with them right away so that I have it in my agenda, because otherwise I will just forget. I just need to really schedule meetings with my friends, and a lot of my friends I see regularly because we have kind of weekly or bi-weekly meetings anyway. But yeah, that's kind of how I do it. Marika asks, when and why did you decide to use heat on your hair? I decided to start using heat on my hair when I realized that around waist length is my terminal length and my hair is never going to grow longer, whether I use heat on it or not, so I might as well have fun and play with it. Evelyn asks, about financial tips that someone asked. This is going back to the question I asked earlier. Is living in the Netherlands cheap or not? What is the most expensive part of living there? Flat rent, bills, food, or else? I would say life here is priced appropriately, considering people's incomes. I don't know, it depends on what country you compare it to, of course. I'd say it's alright. There are cheaper and more expensive options for everything. For example, I live in Randstad. It's a kind of cluster of cities around the western part of the Netherlands, where life is pretty expensive, especially rent, housing. Netherlands are a very tiny country with loads of people living in it. But then when you move towards the east or the south or the way north, property is a lot cheaper over there. Yeah, it depends on where you live and what you compare it to. Is it hard for young people to buy their own apartment? Would you like to live together with your boyfriend soon? I mean, before marriage or something. How hard it is to buy an apartment depends on the economy and whether you have a job or not. And not necessarily. I believe it's pretty doable to get housing over here. Robert and I would like to start living together soon. He is finishing his master's degree, and when he does, yeah, we're gonna have to wait for him to get a job, and then we can start looking for housing, hopefully somewhere in the autumn or winter. Nimpackers asks, I am curious about how you get items that you have purchased home, like that are too big to take on your bike / the train. Example, you are at IKEA and you find something but you know it's too big for you to carry home. Nothing is too big for me to carry home. I literally, I once bought a cabinet at IKEA and I carried it. I bought one of those kind of trolley things that they have at IKEA, those blue kind of trolley things. Put the box on there. It was really heavy. It was quite a challenge. And then I carried it to the metro station, about 2 blocks away. Then the first problem arose. The metro, there was a little gap between the metro and the platform, and I couldn't lift the box with the trolley. I had to kind of push it or pull it. So that was a problem. I ended up kind of tossing it, just kind of flinging the whole thing into the metro. Then I had to get out of the metro to Amsterdam. That was back when I was living in Amsterdam. I came to Central Station, then I had to kind of carry my box of cabinets across Central Station to the other side, you know, get out of the metro. I remember, again, just flinging the thing outside, and then, yeah, up the escalator and everything. And then I walked all the way to my house, and everything went well up until the point where I had to carry the thing up the stairs, and on the very last step is when it slipped out of my hands and it fell, and now there's like dents in it and everything. There's not really a different option for me than to carry it on my bike or public transport, and if something is too big for me to carry, then I simply cannot buy it. Or I will have to wait for my parents to take me by car, but yeah. Lina Katarina C asks, have you or ever wanted to take part in a 18th century reenactment event? I have. You should come to Versailles and Vaux Vicomte. It's precious. Oh my gosh. One of my teachers at university once told me that she was going to go to this ball in Versailles, and I had no idea that even existed, and then she showed us pictures and everything. Let me just say it's very high up on my bucket list. Yes, I would love that. Absolutely love that. Jin Enchanted asks, do you believe in your mind controls your reality, your dominant thoughts turn into a reality? To a certain extent, yes. I believe that there are some circumstances that you have very little control over, but I believe that you can always change your mindset, that the way you look at things greatly affects how you perceive things and how you feel about everything. Chess Photos asks, why do you not have more viewers? If I knew the answer to that. I noticed you use a bit of classical music in your videos. Who is your favorite classical composer / favorite piece of music? I love Tchaikovsky. I like Tchaikovsky as well. I have to say I'm not that familiar with the whole classical music scene. I don't know that many individual pieces and composers. I just like to play random classical music in the background. Of course, I know the better known pieces, like the things I use in my vlogs and everything. I love Mozart's Requiem. It's so depressing. I love it. But I'm not familiar enough with that scene to have a favorite composer or piece. Isabel B asks, hi Lucy, before you discovered YouTube, did you have another career interest? Well, I was very young before I started YouTube. I started YouTube at age 15, so this has pretty much always been what I do. I've always been very much into design. I love to design. I wanted to go to the Arts Academy before I decided to study Celtic. Yeah, some type of creative career, I think, has always been in the books for me. There's another question also. Since you are a makeup artist, did you know from the beginning that you wanted to do makeup when you grew up? Not really. I became interested in makeup at age 14, I believe. And I just always really enjoyed it, and it's just another creative outlet for me. Doing makeup is not that different from painting, I feel like. Yeah, it's just another way for me to express myself creatively, and that is something that I've always really loved to do. Alright, so those are all of the questions that I have time for today. I want to thank you so much for sending them in. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!